Okay, so good morning everyone. Last session ఏంటంటే మనము we had started discussing about the pricing అన్నమాట. సో మీరు ప్రైజింగ్ వీడియోస్ చూసేపడేది లాస్ట్ టైం మనము we took an example and the same example we started configuration in SAP అన్నమాట. Okay, so the example which is displaying here, right? So the same example we have configured, like we did the configuration, like what are the steps we need to follow to configure pricing in SAP, right? So if you remember correctly, like so pricing in SAP, okay, will be configured through condition technique. So condition technique and then selecting a better choice from various alternatives. Okay, there will be so many options, there will be so many conditions for the pricing. So when I say conditions are nothing but a set of circumstances. Okay, so price may get changes based on the place, based on the country, based on the person, based on the material, right? So these are the different conditions actually. So system has to pick up the right price for the right person. It can be price. So when I say price, I'm talking about the pricing elements. So pricing elements in the sense, so pricing elements can be price, discounts, or taxes, freight and surcharges. There will be five pricing elements on one. Okay, it can be price, it can be discount, it can be tax, it can be freight charges, it can be surcharges. Okay, so if pricing elements and so it will get changes based on the certain conditions. So but in SAP, system has to pick up right price or right pricing element for the right transaction. Whenever the special customer is placing the order, he has to get his own price. Let's say in our example, like we have the customer material combination, right? That means when the customer is placing the order for Safari, okay, the customer is X. Only in that case, only he has to get like 15 lakhs rupees for the particular price, particular the material. Okay, so now the same way for all the retailers, the material price will be 1,45,000. For all the bulk buyers, the price of the material will be 1,35,000 rupees. Remaining all customers, the price will be 17 lakhs rupees. Okay, so that means like whenever the customer places the order, system has to pick up the right price for the right person. So we were taking an example, right? So X customer is a special customer. Only for X customer, if he is placing the order for Safari, he'll be getting it for 15 lakhs rupees. Okay, for all remaining, like let's say we have 5 lakhs customer, in which 25,000 customers are retailers. We cannot maintain this separate price for the each and every retailer. So we'll group them as a customers. So 25,000 customers are retailers. For all retailers, the material price will be 14 lakhs 50,000 rupees. The same way we have 5,000 rupees, 5,000 bulk buyers. Instead of maintaining the price for each and every bulk buyer individually, so we'll be grouping them as a bulk buyer, and so we are maintaining the price for all the bulk buyers. If they buy Safari material, then the price of the material will be 13 lakhs 50,000 rupees. Other than special customer, like first combination, other than retailers, other than bulk buyers, remaining all normal customers, regular customers, or end customers. For all end customers, the price will be 17 lakhs rupees. So this example which we discussed, like if you forget this thing, like you can go and check the previous video. So we have all the details about this, and we started configuring the same example in SAP also. So we have created like our own condition tables by selecting the fields from field catalog. Okay, so like we have four combinations, four tables, table 1, table 2, table 3, table 4. So we have created the four tables. Okay, so with a with a different combination of fields. So basically table in the sense it's a combination of fields. Okay, so it's a combination of fields, right? So with these four fields, we have created one table with the table number 750, and we have created the second table 751. We created the third table and fourth table also. So for four conditions, we have four tables now. So tables is nothing but it's a combination of fields. So that is the reason, like I was telling, like creation of the condition tables by selecting the fields from field catalog. Then we have defined the access sequence and assigned the condition tables to it. Okay, so I was telling like, so access sequence is a search strategy. Whenever system finds the correct condition record, so then it will stop searching further. It will come out of the loop. The price will be copied to the sales order. For example, like retailers on so Y customer Y is a retailer. Okay, so when the customer Y is placing the order for Safari, How the system will find out the price? So we have these 4 tables arranged in the access sequence. Table 1, table 2, table 3, table 4. System will go for first table. It will check sales organization. Yes, this customer belongs to sales organization TG01 or something. So distribution channel. Yes, this distribution channel is T1. Customer, my customer is Y. Is not equal to X because first combination is meeting only with the X. So this combination is not getting satisfied. So definitely it will go for second one. Sales organization, yes, TG01. My distribution channel is T1. And yes, my Y customer, he is a retailer. How the system will understand that he is a retailer or not? Based on the customer master data. In the customer master data, we can mention that like price group or price, price group or price list field, we can use that and we can maintain as a retailer. Okay, then material. Okay, so based on this combination, system is finding why customer is placing the order for material Safari, then the price 14,50,000 rupees are coming into the sales order. It will not go further. It will not search the third table and fourth table. So because it is getting satisfied in the second table itself, it is coming out of the loop and the price is getting copied into the sales order. Right? This is how price. Okay, so price will be determined. So now any one of you tell me Z customer is placing the order for the Safari material. How the system will find out the right price in this case? How the system will do the search for the price? Any guesses? Any one of you?
First system will check T1.
Exactly. Yes.
Its condition is not satisfied. Then it will go check it T2 table.
Exactly.
Again, condition not satisfied. Then it will go to T3 table for searching. There its condition is satisfied. Then it will pick up the data and come out from the loop.
Exactly, Andy. So very good and excellent explanation. So yeah, so I feel like you did some R&D before you are coming to this session. Thank you so much. So yeah, so that is the way system will do the search for the right condition in the access sequence. So that is the reason access sequence is it's a search strategy. Whenever system finds the condition record, right value or right condition, it will come out of the loop. It will stop searching further. That is the importance of access sequence, right? Then, so third step is define the condition type and assign the access sequence. So when I say condition type represents the pricing element. So there are so many condition types we discussed, when we were discussing about the sales order creation, right? We created our own condition record for PR00. It's a pricing condition type. So which represents the price. We have discussed about the KW04, if you remember. KW04, KW05, KW07, right? So these are all discount condition types, right? Like the same way, KFW0. KFW0 is a condition type for the freight. It's a freight condition type, which represents the freight condition type, right? So there are so many condition types like this, each and every condition type represents the pricing element. When I say pricing elements, you remember it's a price, discounts, freight, tax, and surcharges. So condition types can be any of these 5. Okay, we have pricing condition type, we have discount condition type, we have freight condition type, we have MWST, which is tax condition type, right? Each and every condition type represents one pricing elements, right? So like this, so we have defined our own condition type. So we have created we have copied the PR00 and we have created our own condition type. Okay, so then, so we have assigned the access sequence to the condition type. So మనం practice చేస్తున్నప్పుడు only pricing PR00 copy చేసుకుని we have created our own condition type. So for that we have assigned the access sequence, whatever we have defined the second step. Then we have created our own pricing procedure. Okay, we have created our own pricing procedure and assign the condition type to it. First step is creation of the condition table. Second step is define the access sequence and assign the condition tables. Okay, first step చేసాము, then second step చేస్తున్నాము. Second step లో first step లో ఏవైతే కండిషన్ టేబుల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసామో వాటిని లింక్ ఇస్తున్నాము. Then we are creating our own condition type. For that we are assigning the access sequence. Second step ను third step లింక్ చేస్తున్నాం. We are interlinking each other, right? Then we have defined the pricing procedure, so and assigning the condition type to it. So whatever the condition types we have created our own, or whatever the condition type we are expecting into the to be part of in a sales order, then we are assigning all the condition types into the pricing procedure. Then pricing procedure determination. So remember, like we discussed about this, how the pricing procedure will be determined in the sales order is, it will be based on the combination of sales organization, distribution channel, division, customer pricing procedure, and document pricing procedure, right? So based on this combination, like we are getting this pricing procedure is to be determined in the sales order, right? So we did all this, like, we have created our own condition tables, access sequence, condition types, pricing procedure determination. These are the 5 steps we need to follow during the configuration of pricing. So now we have everything, all the configurations are done. Now we need to maintain the master data. Okay, so where do you maintain the pricing master data? We'll go to nothing but a condition records. We'll maintain the condition records. Week 11, we'll go to week 11 and we'll maintain the condition records for our condition type. So let me share my screen. We'll go to week 11. So what is the condition type you have created? I remember, I think it's a TG01. We'll see. Yeah, TG01 condition type we have created. Right? If you see here, whatever the 4 condition tables we have created here. So combination of customer material, combination of retail, price group material, bulk buyers, nothing but a price list material, and end customers, like, remaining all customers. Okay, we have 4 combinations. So based on our configuration, all the 4 combinations are coming here. Customer material, price group, nothing but a, so retailers అవన్నీ ఇక్కడ define చేసుకుంటారు అన్నమాట. So price list and material, right? So now I'm selecting this first table. We'll maintain the table condition records for 1 by 1. So okay, so in this sales organization called TG01, in this distribution called T1, and the customer, who is our customer? So let me search for my customer if I have anyone. So I'm searching based on the company code. Yeah, I have 3 customers. I'm taking XYZ customer. So for XYZ customer, the material Safari is, what is the price? Let me show, same price I'll maintain here. 15 lakhs rupees. 15 lakhs rupees. So example only. So it will not be the case in real time, but it will be. Okay. So that means in this sales organization, in this distribution channel, only for this customer, okay, XYZ Enterprises customer, 30181 customer, if he places the order for this Safari material, the price of the material will be 15 lakhs rupees. Right? So, save it. Okay. Now first combination has been maintained. So we'll maintain for second combination also. So price group customer, that is what the retail customers. In this sales organization, in this distribution channel, in this price group, so let's say bulk buyers, For bulk buyers, Safari material is, let's say, what is there in our example? 14,50,000 rupees. 14,50,000 rupees. 14,50,000 rupees. Then save it. But so people will ask me, like, how the system will understand that particular customer is a bulk buyer or retailer. So very simple. If you go to customer master data, XD02, let me take one. So XYZ we already maintain as a, special customer. So we'll take the other customer. I'll create one customer as a bulk buyer, another customer as a retailer. Okay, we have 3 customers, right? Let's say, so A1 Enterprises. So let me take the A1 Enterprises. If I go to sales area data, here we have a price group, right? So in the price group, if we keep 01, that means the particular customer is a bulk buyer. System, whenever I'm placing the order, whenever, system will check this customer is a bulk buyer. It will go to price group and checks 01 bulk buyer, right? If it's a bulk buyer, then system will find out the right different price for the particular customer or right price for the right customer. So this customer 301813 customer is my bulk buyer. Okay, let's save it. So we have the separate price is maintained for all the bulk buyers, right? So let me save this. So let me maintain for the third combination. Third combination is like price list. Price list is so for all the retailers. Now, for all the retailers, the price of the material. Okay, let's say Safari material will maintain as 1,35,000. So then save it. But how the system will understand particular customer is a retailer based on the customer master data. Let me take other customer now. A2 enterprises. If I go here in the price list, you can select the option. So retailer, that means he is a retailer. The particular customer became as a retailer, right? So he became as a retailer. Okay, so now we have already maintained the price for retailers. Now fourth combination. So I'll maintain only material specific price, not specific to any customer, because after first, second, and third combination, so remaining all the customers whoever falls into this category will be normal customers. So that is the reason, like I'm just maintaining the price for the material instead of maintaining against the customer, right? So Safari for all remaining customers. That means who is not a special customer, who is not a retailer, who is not a bulk buyer, for all remaining customers, the price of the material will be 17 lakhs rupees. 17 lakhs rupees. Save it. Right? So this is a way we can save the. Okay, so this is a way we can save the condition records now. Okay, we have all the 4 condition records which you have maintained now. Okay, so now we'll test it whether the price is coming correctly or not. Okay, so I'll go to VA01. I'm going to create the order to test to check whether our price is coming correctly or not. So I'll enter OR, press enter. First, we'll create the order for special customer, first combination, right? We'll see some X customer is placing the order for Safari material. So we have maintained the condition records as 15 lakhs rupees. Whether 15 lakhs rupees is customer for that customer is coming correctly or not. Let me see that. So what is the customer number? I forget. Right? I'm trying to search for that customer. Okay, so 301810. Material is Safari. So XYZ customer is placing the order. For him, the price should come as a 15 lakhs rupees, right? So I'll go to conditions, double click on the material, go to conditions. If you see here, 15 lakhs rupees is coming. Okay, how the system is doing the search for the particular condition record? If I go to analysis, we'll see like, if I go to analysis, TG01 is our pricing condition type. If you see here, okay, so we have 4 tables, 10, 20, 30, 40. So first one itself, like it is in green color because it is finding the correct condition. It is getting satisfied in the first combination itself. So we are placing the order for TG01 sales organization, T1 distribution channel. This is the customer for this material. So this condition has been found, condition records we have maintained. So that is the reason the price is getting copied into the sales order. So it is the first record itself is getting satisfied. Okay, so it is getting copied into the sales order. And the price is coming as 15 lakhs rupees. So we have separate price for this customer. Okay, for this customer, we have maintained separate price for this material. Only for this material, this is the price. If you go for different material, then system will not get satisfied with the particular condition, right? So this is the first one. Okay, this is the first condition, okay, which are tested now. So now we'll create another order for the bulk buyers or retailers. Okay, so let me search for the customer number. I forgot the customer number. Let's say A1 customer. A1 customer. A1 is customer is placing the order. So anything for Safari material. Okay, so A1 customer is a bulk buyer, right? A1 customer is a bulk buyer, right? So what is the price need to come? So let me check whether there is a bulk buyer or not. You can go directly from here itself. So he's a bulk buyer. So how the system will do the search now? System will go for first combination. So he's not a special customer. We did not maintain separate price for only this customer. So first condition is not getting satisfied. System will go for second table. Second table we have maintained as a bulk buyer in our access sequence, right? So our customer is a bulk buyer, it is getting satisfied. So 1,35,000 rupees will be coming to the sales order. Let us check now. Okay, so he's a bulk buyer. If I go and check the conditions, see, I think 14,50,000 rupees we have maintained, right? Yeah, 14,50,000. It should be like this. Don't get confused. The values are got interchanged. Okay, for bulk buyers, the price which I maintained is 1,45,000 rupees, which is coming here. If I go and check the analysis how the system is doing search, you can see here. So this is our condition type. First condition is not getting satisfied. See here, condition record is missing with this combination. 301813. We did not maintain separate price for the Safari, right? That is a different customer. So this condition record is missing here. So it is not getting satisfied. We'll go for second table. If I see the second table, if we see here, okay, so in this sales organization, in this distribution channel, the customer is having who is having the price group as 01. So 01 means the price group, it's a bulk buyer. He is placing the order for Safari. So it is getting satisfied. The price is coming automatically into the sales order. Okay, price 14,50,000 rupees is coming automatically into sales order. Right? So now let's say third customer is placing the order. Third customer. So let me place the order for third customer. Is a retailer. Okay, so 301820 customer is a retailer. Material is Safari. Okay, if I go and check the conditions, so obviously 13,50,000 rupees is coming into the sales order. If I check the combination, if I go to analysis, so first condition is not getting satisfied. Second is second setting, second condition also not getting satisfied. Now third condition, so system found the record, price list 02, nothing but a retailer. So in this sales organization, in this distribution channel, for this retailer, for this Safari material, the price 5,000 rupees is coming automatically, right? So this is how, not 5,000, sorry, 1,35,000 rupees coming automatically. So this is how price is getting determined for the particular order. Clear? So this is the one. Now last combination we'll check. So we don't have any other customers. We have three customers. We only are using for special customer. One we are using for bulk buyers. Third one we are using for retailers. Okay. Now we need to have another customer who is a normal customer. That means who is not a special customer, who is not a bulk buyer, who is not a retailer. So in that case, which price will be taken? So system will take this 17 lakhs rupees. Instead of creating new customer, what I'll do is I'll take the existing customer. Okay, so for example, I'll take this customer only. I'll remove the bulk buyer or retailer, whatever it is there inside, right? So that it will become a normal customer. See here, I'll remove this price list field. That means he's not a bulk buyer, he's not a retailer. So he'll become as a normal customer. So when you're practicing, you can create your own customers, all 4 or 5 customers. So I'm going to VA01 now. Safari. If I double click on the material, if I go to conditions, see here. So 17 lakhs rupees is coming. If I go to analysis, you can check here. First condition is not getting satisfied. Second condition is not satisfying. See here, price group is blank for the particular customer. So access is not made. Third combination is not getting satisfied because price list is blank for my customer. Now it is coming in the last category because we are not checking the customer over there. We're checking whether the material is Safari or not. In this sales organization, in this distribution, that is more than enough. Right? For this combination, price is coming automatically into the sales order. 17 lakhs rupees. Right? So this is how pricing is getting determined automatically. Okay, I did not do anything, like we just did the configuration. So there is a generic solution. Particular category customer is placing the order, so that automatically that particular price will be determined into the sales order. Right? This is how pricing can be configured in SAP, and this is how we can test it whether the price is coming correctly or not. The same way you can do it for discounts. We can do it for taxes and other condition types as well. Right? So any questions here? డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయండి. సో అంటిల్ అన్లెస్ మనం ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసేంత వరకు కొంచెం అంటే కొంచెం కాంప్లెక్స్ గా అనిపిస్తుంది కానీ వన్స్ యూ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఇట్ విల్ బి వెరీ వెరీ ఈజీ. వన్స్ ఆర్ ట్వైస్ జస్ట్ గో త్రూ విత్ దట్, జస్ట్ ట్రై టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ది కాన్సెప్ట్ వాట్ వీఆర్ డూయింగ్, దెన్ దట్ షుడ్ బి ఫైన్. Right? So this is a way we can test whether the pricing is coming correctly or not. Now we'll see the different settings now. So there is another settings we need to remember, controlling elements of the pricing pressure. Okay, so go to SPRO, IMG, sales and distribution, basic functions, pricing control, define as in the pricing procedure, maintain the pricing procedure. V/08 is the transaction code, if you remember. Okay, so V/08 here. So V/08. Okay, so we came here, right? Slash and V/08. So if you see here, V/08, see here in the bottom right hand side. Okay, so go to position. So TG01, I think. Yeah. Okay, TG01. Yeah. Okay, so I think these are the one which are created on the day. So if I go to control data, yes. So I'm selecting my pricing procedure which I have defined. Select this and go to control data. So at the time, what we did is we just assign the condition type here, TG01 condition type. Right? So if you see here, there are so many other columns also. We need to remember functionality of each and every column here. So if you see here, first one is step, counter, condition type, description, from, to, manual, required, statistical, print, subtotal, requirement, calculate, alternative calculation type, alternative condition based value, account key, accrual account key. So these are the 16 columns which we need to remember in order. Definitely, if they are started asking about the pricing, right, we should be able to remember all these columns in order. Okay, and we need to explain them, functionality of each and every column here. So this column, okay, this is called as a controlling elements of pricing procedure. So definitely they'll ask you what are the controlling elements of pricing procedure. So we need to talk about these 16 columns in order. Okay, first column is step. Step is nothing but a numbering to the condition types here. So let's see 8, 10, so these is a condition type, giving the numbering to the condition types 14, 15, 20, 21, 100. So why there is a gap between one condition type to another condition type? Why there is a gap between one section to another section? See, yes. Fine. So if you see here, there are some gap. We can see some gap between one condition type to another condition type, or one section to another section. See here, for gross value between the condition type and gross total, there is a gap 21 to 100. Why there is a gap in between means, like in future, if you want to add any other condition types as per your business requirement, you should have gap in between one condition type to another condition type, or one section to another section. Okay, if you don't give gap, again, like, if there is a new requirement comes into, if there is any new requirement comes to you, then we need to go for new pricing pressure if we don't have gap in between. Right? Instead, like, to avoid that, it is recommended to give certain gaps between one condition type to another condition type, because if there is any requirement to add the new condition types in between, okay, then it will be easy for us. For example, like right now we have a gap after 21. So I want to have the one condition type in the 22nd position. So in that case, what we can do is we can go to new entries. So 22 step number you can enter directly. You can enter the whatever the condition type you want to add, right? You can enter here. It will go on sits after the 21. See here, 22 is coming here. Right. So it is recommended to give the certain gaps between one condition type to another condition type. Right. So that is the way, like, steps will be defined, can be defined. So step is numbering to the condition types. And counter, okay, counter is like, sub numbering to the condition types, or it is a mini step or main step, mini step or sub step for the main step. Okay, counter another, it says, it talks about the mini step or like, mini step or sub step. Okay, so for example, okay, so let's say there are rebate condition types, not rebate. If you see here, okay, so let's say there are certain condition types, discount condition types. So we can see step number 9, 8, 10 only for all the condition types, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10. But so we have the different condition types which are defined in the sub steps. Okay, sub step like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is the reason, like, it will be called as a sub step or mini step. Okay, so another example, best example I can say here is, so KP00, KP00, KP01, KP02, KP03. These three are like, similar discounts only, but depending on each other. So that is the reason we'll have the same condition type which are defined here, same step we can define, but it is differentiating through counter. So that is the reason I was telling, like, it is a sub step or mini step for the main step. So we have a pallet discount KP00. What do you mean by pallet discount? So if you buy full pallet, then only you'll get the discount. I want to buy, like, let's say Maggie packets. So 10 rupees Maggie packets, like, it consists of 50 in a carton, which is called as a full pallet. Okay, if I buy full pallet, I'll get it for 500 rupees. Okay, but if you want, like, usually it will be 600 rupees. But if I buy full pallet, I'm getting 100% discount, 100 rupees discount, where I need to pay 500 rupees. Okay, so that means it is a pallet discount. If I buy full pallet, then only I'll get the discount. So then KP01, there is another condition type. Incomplete pallet purchase. Let's, instead of buying 50 Maggie pallet, full pallet, I'm buying only 25 anamata. Ante half pallet and 30 pallets. So full pallet kaakunda, so a pallet less half kontunnanen. So half kunnappudu endante, so what surcharge add chestadu. So meeku actually meeku transportation charges oka 2% extra add chestam ani cheppi chestam anamata. So to calculate the surcharges, we'll use the KP01. That means, so system will check the KP00. If the customer is not placing the order for full pallet, then we are going to add the surcharge for the particular order, transportation charges kind of thing, right? Then, so KP02, mixed pallet discounts. So what do you mean by mixed pallet discount? Any idea? Any guesses? Pallet discounts means it's a full pallet. Okay, one pallet contains of 50 products, so it will be called as a full pallet. What do you mean by mixed pallet? Mixed pallets ante entandi? Guess cheyandi okasari.
We purchase Maggie, Coca-Cola, and some other things.
Okay, so
all together,
it should become as a full product kada?
Yes,
exactly. So మనం ketchup bottles ఉంటాయండి. So ketchup bottles, like, so 25 Maggie packets, 25 ketchup bottles ఉంటాయి. So it become as a full product, 25, 50. So total, so 25 plus 25 bottles కలిపి, so it is becoming as a, like, full product అన్నమాట. So when the customer is placing the order for full pallet with the mixed products, then also we are eligible for discounts in that case also. I mean, it depends on the business, and I'm just giving an example. So that is a called as a mixed pallet. So when his customer is placing the order for 25 Maggi packets and 25 ketchup bottles, then it is becoming as a mixed pallet. So he is eligible for mixed pallet discount. In this case, we'll use the KP02 condition type. So I'm just like, explaining these condition types because these are all interdependent. So these are all like similar kind of discounts, which is depending on each other. That is the reason we have the same step number with the different counters. So counter is nothing but a sub step or mini step అనమాట. అదేవిధంగా KP03 మిక్స్డ్ ప్యాలెస్ సర్చార్జెస్ అంటే మిక్స్డ్ ప్యాలెస్ లో నేను కంప్లీట్ గా ఆర్డర్ చేయకుండా 20 మ్యాగీ 20 ketchup bottles అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఏ కంప్లీట్ వన్. Again, though we have mixed products, but the pallet is incomplete. So for that, we are going to charge 1% or 2% surcharges and transportation charges. Surcharges add chesaru. Okay, that is called as a mixed pallet surcharge. Okay, so these 4 condition types are dependent, interdependent, and so similar kind of products. So we'll have the same step number, but with a different counter, just to differentiate the different condition types. Okay, so these are about the counter, step counter. Next we have condition type. So manaku already telusu condition type ante it represents the pricing elements anamata. So pricing sambandhinchina ivanni price sambandhinchina condition types. Next discount sambandhinchina condition types. Next tax sambandhinchina condition types. Freight sambandhinchina condition types. Everything will be added in the condition type section. All the pricing elements so will be added in the condition types. ఓకే, సో ఇవి కూడా ఒక ఆర్డర్లో ఉంటాయి. ఫస్ట్ ప్రైస్, తర్వాత డిస్కౌంట్, తర్వాత ట్యాక్సెస్ కండిషన్ టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట ఒక ఆర్డర్లో. మనం ఫస్ట్ డిస్కౌంట్స్ పెట్టి తర్వాత ప్రైస్ పెడతాంటే అది దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అట్ ఆల్ లైక్ రికమెండెడ్. సో మనకు ఇన్వాయిస్ చూస్తే మనకు ఫస్ట్ ప్రైస్ ఉంటుంది, మనకు వచ్చే ఇన్వాయిస్ ఏదైనా కొంటే ప్రైస్ ఉంటుంది, తర్వాత డిస్కౌంట్స్ ఉంటాయి, తర్వాత ట్యాక్సెస్ ఉంటాయి, తర్వాత ఏమైనా సర్చార్జెస్ ఏమైనా యాడ్ చేయాలంటే వాటి చేస్తారు. అదే విధంగా ఇక్కడ కూడా అన్ని కండిషన్ టైప్స్ వీ నీడ్ టు మెయింటైన్ ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ అని. ఓకే, అదొకటి. తర్వాత డిస్క్రిప్షన్. సో నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఇస్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్. డిస్క్రిప్షన్ ఇస్ displays the description of the condition type. So T01. So this displays the description of the condition type. And at the same time, description will be used to store the subtotals also. So నాకు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నాకు ఒక 4-5 కండిషన్ టైప్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఒక డిస్కౌంట్ కండిషన్ ఉన్నాయి, ఒక కస్టమర్ కు 3 డిస్కౌంట్స్ అప్లికబుల్ ఉన్నాయి. I want to calculate the total discount amount. So total discount amount will maintain as a description, as a subtotal అన్నమాట. ఇక్కడ చూడండి 101 నుంచి 299 వరకు. సో నాకు డిస్కౌంట్స్ అన్ని క్యాల్కులేట్ చేసి టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ లో పెట్టండి అని చెప్తున్నాను అన్నమాట మనకు. ఓకే, సో స్టెప్ నెంబర్ 101 నుంచి 299 వరకు మనకు మొత్తం డిస్కౌంట్ కండిషన్ టైప్స్ అన్నమాట. సో ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు క్యాల్కులేట్ ది టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ అమౌంట్, వి నీడ్ టు యాడ్ ఆల్ ది కండిషన్ టైప్స్. ఎవరండి? ఓకే, ఎవరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకున్నారు? సో ఓకే, సో టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ అమౌంట్ నీడ్ టు బి క్యాల్కులేటెడ్ హియర్. ఓకే, సో అంటే it will be description field will be used for subtotal also. Okay, so to maintain certain subtotals, that is the main thing here. Next we have from and to. ఏంటంటే it will be used to calculate the ranges అన్నమాట. ఓకే, సో రేంజ్ ఆఫ్ ది వాల్యూస్. సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నాకు ఇందాక మనం టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ అమౌంట్ మాట్లాడుకున్నాం కదా. సో ఇక్కడ చూస్తే మనకు PR00 ఉంది. PR00 వచ్చేసి 100 రూపీస్ ఉంది, 100 రూపీస్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. తర్వాత మనకు ఇది 10th స్టెప్ లో ఉంది. తర్వాత 20th స్టెప్ లో K004 ఉంది. ఇది మెటీరియల్ డిస్కౌంట్. సో మెటీరియల్ డిస్కౌంట్ వచ్చేసి 20 రూపీస్. సో లైక్ 25 స్టెప్ లో నాకు K005 ఇది కస్టమర్ మెటీరియల్ డిస్కౌంట్ 15 రూపీస్ ఉంది. 30th స్టెప్ లో K007 వచ్చేసి 10% డిస్కౌంట్ ఉంది. లెట్స్ సే ఐ హావ్ అనదర్ డిస్కౌంట్ కాల్డ్ G004, సమ్ మన కస్టమైజ్డ్ కండిషన్ టైప్, విచ్ ఈస్ లైక్ అగైన్ 25%. సో ఇవన్నీ నాకు ఆర్డర్లో ఈ కండిషన్ టైప్స్, ఈ డిస్కౌంట్స్ అన్ని వస్తున్నాయి. సో నౌ 100 స్టెప్ లో ఐ హావ్ డిస్క్రిప్షన్ కాల్డ్ డిస్కౌంట్, టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ అమౌంట్, టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్. సో నౌ టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ ఎంత అండి? ఎంత రావాలి మనకి ఇక్కడ? ద ప్రైస్, దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ డిస్కౌంట్స్. టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ ఎంత ఇప్పుడు? ఎంత టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్?
70.
70 కదా, వెరీ గుడ్ అండి. సో టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ వచ్చేసి 70. సో how do you know this is 70? How are you calculating total discount amount? How are you calculating this? Like how you are getting this 70? ఎలా వస్తుంది మనకి 70?
Adding all the discounts.
So by adding all the discounts, right? So this is the way we do. So మనకు అర్థం అవుతుంది, మనకు like we know how to calculate this. But how SAP knows that we need to calculate, we need to add all these condition types only. It's a mission, right? Like we need to tell the system like to calculate only these values. Okay, మనం చెప్పకపోతే సో ఒకవేళ మనం ఏదైనా బ్లైండ్ గా ఇచ్చాం అనుకోండి, it will take 100 also, right? So we need to tell to the system to calculate this discount amounts. How the system will understand to calculate this discount amounts? We need to tell that, right? From where it has to consider the discounts from. So in this case we'll use the from and to. From which condition type you want to calculate the discount? First వచ్చేసి price. So 28th నుంచి మనకు డిస్కౌంట్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతున్నాయి. So from will be
20.
2 will be
40.
సో బేసికల్గా ఇది అనమాట. కాకపోతే మనం యాజ్ ఎ కన్సల్టెంట్ గా ఎప్పుడైనా సరే we need to give generic solution అనమాట. we need to give always generic solution. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనం ఇది ఓకే, ఇది కరెక్టే, ఇది అయిపోయింది. ఫ్యూచర్ లో 1 month తర్వాత నాకు ఇంకో కండిషన్, డిస్కౌంట్ కండిషన్ టైప్ యాడ్ చేయమన్నారు. అప్పుడు నేను 50 యాడ్ చేశాను. సో ఇది చేసి లైక్ Y004 అనే కండిషన్ టైప్ యాడ్ చేసాను, విచ్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ లైక్ 5% డిస్కౌంట్ ఎక్స్ట్రా. ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఇక్కడేమో టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ అమౌంట్ లో 20 to 40 పెట్టా. సో ఇట్ విల్ క్యాల్కులేట్ till 40 only. Right? Again, we need to change here. If you don't change here, like my total discount amount will become wrong. So that is the reason we should give always generic solution. So basically, మనం 40 ఇచ్చాం కరెక్టే, తప్పేం లేదండి. But by considering in future, we have maximum up to 99 డిస్కౌంట్ ఇవ్వచ్చు అనమాట. 99 స్టెప్ వరకు. So 2 number can be 99 అనమాట. It's a more generic solution now. In future, if someone adds the new condition type also, so we will not will not get harm on that. We'll get the correct price because maximum up to 99 మనం డిస్కౌంట్స్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. So we are already considering 99 up to 99 అన్నమాట. సో మనకు ఉంటే 99 వరకు వాల్యూస్ ఉంటే 99 వరకు వాల్యూస్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తుంది, లేదంటే ఎంత వరకు వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయో అంతవరకు మాత్రమే క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తుంది. సో దిస్ వే we can provide the generic solution. Okay. So this is about the from and to. So from and to will be used to calculate the condition values. Okay, here we can define the ranges of the condition values. We can define the ranges of condition values. Right? This is about the total discount amount. Next, so manual condition type. So manual condition type nothing but so if you activate the checkbox, particular condition type can be entered manually in the sales order. The particular condition type can be entered manually in the sales order. Okay, it will be called as a manual condition type. Okay, particular condition type can be entered manually. అంటే మనం ఆర్డర్ క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్ గా డిటర్మైన్ కాకుండా సో మాన్యువల్లీ ఎంటర్ చేయొచ్చు. సో దోస్ కండిషన్ టైప్స్ విల్ బి కాల్డ్ as a manual condition types. సో manual condition types will not have the access sequence అన్నమాట. సో యాక్సెస్ సీక్వెన్స్ ఎంటర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏంటంటే కండిషన్ టైప్ సెట్టింగ్స్ లో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆటోమేటిక్ కండిషన్ టైప్. సో అలా కాకుండా మాన్యువల్ కండిషన్ టైప్స్ కి యాక్సెస్ సీక్వెన్స్ ఉండవు. ఓకే, దెన్ రిక్వైర్డ్. Okay, required condition type nothing but a mandatory condition type. So mandatory condition type ఏంటంటే without having that particular condition type into the sales order, system will not allow you to save the order. Okay, for example, tax condition type ఉంది. Okay, tax condition type, price condition types are mandatory. If without having tax condition type into the sales order, system will not should not allow us to save the order. Okay, let me activate it as required for the MWST. Let's see. MWST ఇక్కడ ఉంది కదా. సో మనకు MWST మ్యాండేటరీ కాదు. సో ట్యాక్స్ కండిషన్ టైప్ నేను మ్యాండేటరీ చేస్తున్నాను. దట్ మీన్స్ వెన్ ఎవర్ ప్లేస్ ది ఆర్డర్, సో ట్యాక్స్ కండిషన్ హ్యాస్ టు బి మనం మెయింటైన్ చేయలేదు కాబట్టి రావద్దు ఇప్పుడు. సో డెఫినెట్ గా సిస్టమ్ విల్ నాట్ అలౌ యూ టు సేవ్ ది ఆర్డర్. VA01 చూడండి. సో ప్రైజింగ్ ఎర్రర్, mandatory condition type MWST is missing. So until unless we will have this MWST in the sales order, system will not allow you to save the order because MWST tax condition type is mandatory. Okay, this is about the required condition. So now we understood about the step, counter, condition type, description, from, to, manual, required, and statistical. Statistical ante endante, so if you activate the checkbox, it will be used only for statistical purpose, only for information purpose. It will not be, particular value will not be included in the net value calculation if you activate the checkbox. For example, I'll tell you. Okay, so మనకి ఇక్కడ PR00 100 ఉంది. ఓకే, తర్వాత మనకు డిస్కౌంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, అన్ని డిస్కౌంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ అమౌంట్ వచ్చేసి మనకు ఇది 77 ఎంత వస్తుంది, టోటల్ డిస్కౌంట్ అమౌంట్ 75 వస్తుంది ఇప్పుడు, 75. సో నౌ టాక్సెస్, లేదంటే ఇప్పుడు గ్రాస్ వాల్యూ వచ్చేసి ఇప్పుడు ఎంత వచ్చింది, గ్రాస్ వాల్యూ మనకు 25 కదా. ఓకే, ప్లస్ టాక్సెస్ ఒక 5 రూపీస్, తర్వాత ఫ్రైట్ ఛార్జెస్, నథింగ్ బట్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్ ఛార్జెస్ ఒక 5 రూపీస్. సో టోటల్ నెట్ వాల్యూ ఎంత అండి ఇప్పుడు, టోటల్ నెట్ వాల్యూ ఎంత, టోటల్ నెట్ వాల్యూ 35 కదా. వెరీ గుడ్ అండి. సో నౌ total 35. So if we activate the checkbox statistical, particular condition type will not be part of net value calculation. ఇవన్నీ మనకు ఇక్కడ చూస్తే ఇక్కడ డిస్కౌంట్స్ గానీ, తర్వాత ఫ్రైట్ గానీ, టాక్సెస్ గానీ, అవన్నీ నెట్ వాల్యూ
నుంచి వచ్చినామంటే స్కెచర్స్ సాక్స్ ఫ్రీ ఇచ్చింది.
ఎవరు అన్మ్యూట్ సారీ. సో ఇక్కడ చూస్తే మనకు, సో we have gross value, we have taxes, we have freight charges, we have like this condition types. ఇక్కడ ఏవైతే మనకు ఇక్కడ కనబడుతున్నాయి ఇవన్నీ, these are all part of net value calculation. But if we activate the checkbox statistical here, particular condition type will not be part of net value calculation. So for example, the best example what I can say here is VPRS condition type. VPRS condition type is nothing but a cost condition type. The cost of the material, cost of the production, cost of the material, which is there in the material master data under, like, accounting one tab. If you see material master data, there you can maintain the standard price, right? That is the cost of the material. Cost of the material is, let's say, 15 rupees. So why do we use this VPRS cost? Why do we need to have the cost in the sales order? మన కాస్ట్ ఎందుకు రావాలండి? So why we use the cost of the material? For what purpose we use? కాస్ట్ ఎందుకు అవసరం అవుతుంది మనకు? నెట్ వాల్యూ 35 రూపీస్, నా కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్రొడక్షన్ వచ్చేసి 15 రూపీస్. దట్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ వాట్ విల్ ఫైండ్ ఇట్ అవుట్. ఐఎమ్ సెల్లింగ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ 35 రూపీస్, బట్ ఐఎమ్ బయింగ్ ఇట్ ఫర్, మై ప్రొడక్షన్ కాస్ట్ ఇస్ 15 రూపీస్. వాట్ డస్ దట్ మీన్? లైక్ వాట్ వీ కెన్ ఫైండ్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దిస్?
Cost of goods.
ఇది కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ గూడ్స్ అండి. వాట్ ఎవర్ ఐ హావ్ ఎంటర్డ్ హియర్, దిస్ కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది గూడ్స్. సో మనం 35 రూపీస్కి అమ్ముతున్నాము, నాకు పడింది 15 రూపీస్. వాట్ డస్ దట్ మీన్?
It's a kind of profit.
Exactly. So based on the cost, we are trying to find out the profit margin. Sorry, right? What is the profit margin here? What is the profit margin? So my net value is 35 rupees. My cost is 15 rupees. అంటే నేను సేల్ చేసేది 35 రూపీస్కి సేల్ చేస్తున్నాను, నాకు పడింది 15 రూపీస్. నా ప్రాఫిట్ మార్జిన్ వచ్చేసి 20. Very good. So here, if you see here, net value VPRS condition type, which is useful for statistical purpose. I'm using it for statistical purpose. I'm doing some statistics to find out the profit margin. It is not part of my net value. Now net value, price, discount, like taxes, freight and net value calculation lo include ayyinayi. Kani my cost is not part of net value. I'm using cost for statistical purpose. I'm using, what do you mean by statistical here? I'm using this condition type to calculate the profit margin. So that is kind of statistical activity I'm doing here. Okay, so that is the reason it will be called as a statistical condition type. But how the system will understand this condition type need to be used only for the statistical purpose, because we have activated the statistical indicator here. right? Because of this checkbox only, system will understand that this is a statistical condition type which will be used only for the statistical purpose. It will not be used for net value. It will not be part of net value calculation, right? This is about the statistical condition type. Next one is print. So print వచ్చేసి like మనకు అన్ని కండిషన్ టైప్స్ ఇస్ నాట్ రిక్వైర్డ్ టు ప్రింటెడ్ ఆన్ ది ఇన్వాయిస్ బిజినెస్ డాక్యుమెంట్స్ అనమాట. సో వెన్ ఐ సే బిజినెస్ డాక్యుమెంట్స్ ఇన్వాయిస్ కానీ ఆర్డర్ కన్ఫర్మేషన్ కానీ డెలివరీ నోట్స్ కానీ ఏదైనా సరే బిజినెస్ డాక్యుమెంట్స్ లో అన్ని కండిషన్ టైప్స్ మనకు ప్రింట్ అవ్వాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ టోటల్ కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది మెటీరియల్ వి నెవర్ సీ ఇట్ ఇన్ ఇన్వాయిస్. మనకి ఇన్వాయిస్ లో కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది మెటీరియల్ కానీ ప్రాఫిట్ మార్జిన్ ప్రింట్ అవుతుందా? అవదు కదా. దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ది బిజినెస్ ఎథిక్స్, రైట్? ఓకే, సో we should not display the profit margin or cost or like other information like not required for the customer, right? So that information not required to be printed. Kabatti system ekala telustundi what condition types need to be printed, what information need to be printed on the invoice based on the settings what we made in the print column here. Okay, so print. So based on this we can control what condition type need to be printed on the invoice or other business documents, right? That will be controlled from here. Okay, so next one is subtotal. Subtotal వచ్చేసి, so like it will be used to store these variables anamata. Not, for example, total value we are going to store in the one table which will be used for further calculation. So ఇక్కడ A అని ఉంది అంటే టోటల్ వాల్యూ వచ్చేసి KOMP టేబుల్ లో CMPRE అనే ఫీల్డ్ లో స్టోర్ అవుతుంది, which will be used for further calculations అనమాట. ఓకే, క్రెడిట్ పర్పస్ కోసం మనం ఈ వాల్యూని కన్సిడర్ చేస్తాం అనమాట. So we'll understand when you're discussing about the credit management, right? So we'll understand about this field more. Okay, as of now, just remember that subtotal field will be used to store the variables, which will be used for further calculations. Like best example, credit management. So total value will get stores in the subtotal field A, and it will be, this value will be used for the credit management purpose. Okay, so requirement. So requirement వచ్చేసి, it's a precondition. So it's a precondition has to be satisfied before executing the condition value. Okay, so ante ఏంటంటే మనం it's a precondition has to be satisfied. So if you want to have this condition type to be in part of sales order, but the condition has to be satisfied, then only this condition type will be coming into the sales order. మనం ఏదైనా ఫ్లైట్ లో బోర్డ్ అవ్వాలంటే, సో వీ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ లైక్ మన టికెట్ ఉండాలి, లేదంటే సో బోర్డింగ్ పాస్ ఉండాలి మన చేతిలో. సో దట్ ఈస్ a prerequisite. That condition has to be satisfied before getting into the flight, right? So then only, like once we have the boarding pass in your hand, then only you're like you're passing that condition and getting into flight or boarding into flight. The same way, if you want to have this condition to be part of your sales order, it has to satisfy certain conditions. For example, requirement 2 here. Requirement 2 ఏంటంటే item should be relevant for pricing. Okay, మన సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్ లో ఉన్న ఐటమ్, ఓకే, సో సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్ లో ఉన్న ఐటమ్ should be relevant for pricing, then only execute this condition type into the sales order. T01 condition type to be part of sales order. So item should be relevant for pricing. Adi item ela telustundi system ku whether this is relevant for pricing or not based on the condition type, based on the item category. Item category lo మనకు settings ఉంటాయి, pricing check box ఉంటుంది, pricing field ఉంటుంది. If it is empty, that means particular item is not relevant for pricing. So this condition type will not be triggered in the sales order. Right? So that is the reason I'm telling, like requirement is a precondition has to be satisfied before passing or before requirement is a precondition has to be satisfied before determining this condition type into the sales order. Right? So this is the one thing we need to remember. It's a very important thing. All right? So these till now whatever we have discussed now in the 16 columns, like we have step, counter, condition type, description, from, to, manual, mandatory, statistical, print and subtotal requirement. So remaining 4, I think. So remaining 4, we'll see it in tomorrow session. Okay, tomorrow evening session. So we have very important field to be discussed here. Alternative condition calculation type, alternative condition based value, account key and accrual account key. So these are the main thing we need to discuss in tomorrow's session. So once we complete almost so pricing will be completed. So we'll discuss like very important topics after that. We have few credit management, intercompany sales processes, TOs are very important scenarios. So once we complete those, almost 90% will be able to complete that. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can ask me or you can call me, you can ping me in WhatsApp also. Okay. So any questions, Annie?
Thank you, Sudhakar.
Thank you, Andy. Thanks. We'll catch up tomorrow then. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Andy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sudhakar garu.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you.